And I knew that I wasn't made for a 9 to 5 since I was young. I knew that I did not want to work since I was a little girl. Since I was a little girl, I never thought, let me get this degree so I can get a better job. Never, ever in my life I thought that. I knew that for me was, first of all, I wanted to be a singer. I don't want to be a singer no more, but I'm still gonna get rich, and I'm still gonna get semi-famous. I don't want to be extra famous, that's too much. But you know what really woke me up, since I was really small, I remember my mother had to bring me to school, or she would get arrested. And to me that made no sense. To me it made no sense that I had to go to this school that teach me nothing. Otherwise my parents get arrested. What's wrong with these people? Another thing that made me realize that I cannot be dependent on a company is when I started, and I have to censor this because YouTube doesn't want to. When I started to, my mother told me, bring me, let me drink. When I have to go get the injected in my arm, which I did not want to do that, okay? I didn't want to have this fucking thing, okay? Now say what you want to say, that they help and they protect and whatever. To me, they can help and they can protect as much as they want, but if someone doesn't want to have them, it's their fucking body, and it should be their fucking choice. When I say that I'm pro-choice, I mean it. Like, and now it's 2020, I did not get that thing. My father had to get that thing to keep his job, so he got that. And if I have to be honest, by then I even was stronger. I was strong with this intention of never getting a job, because there is no way that I'm working there for decades, and God forbid I don't want to put stuff that I don't know in my body. And now I'm getting fired. This is why I'm obsessed with making this YouTube channel work and getting paid here, getting paid as much as I can without getting no fucking job. First of all, I don't want to deal with people. I do not like people, especially average people. I don't like the way these people think. We don't belong together, honey. And second, I don't like this idea that with my time I have to do what they want, or with my body I have to do what they want. Like, y'all always talk about prostitution, that these people sell their body, but you are serving your body too in a certain way when you go to a job. Like, you need to bring yourself there and do things you don't want to do just to get paid. Like, that's prostitution too, but you just don't want to listen to that, okay? That is a different kind of prostitution. Like, you don't sleep with these people, but energetically you are intertwined. You go to work and you're tired. So since I was a little cutie, little baby, I understood that this made no sense, and I had to have my own independence outside of a 9 to 5, because I am not doing what I don't want to do. Like, I cannot work there and you fire me because I chose not to put stuff in my body, or I choose not to do certain things. What if it's against my religion? I don't have any religion. What if it's against my beliefs? Because these things that they put in your body, they test it on animals, okay? When they wanna say they tested on fucking people, they tested on animals. And I'm vegetarian. I don't want that shit. So now it comes out that I was right, and us crazy conspiracy theorists were fucking right. And your goddamn 2020 jab was filled with crap, and now your blood it's tainted and your frequency it's off, okay? And now the blood of these people that don't have none of this shit it's worth more. My blood is worth more because there is not that stupid crap inside, okay? When are you people gonna stop being fearful and start saying, I'm not doing this shit, I'm not doing this and this and that? Y'all are not tired enough, because when you are tired, you don't be doing this kind of shit. You say you want a freedom, you don't want it enough. Sorry. So since I was a little girl, I understood that not just they don't pay you shit. You have to abide to their stupid rules, which I don't follow the fucking rules. So yeah, this is the story on how I always knew that a job will never be with me, for me. Like, you never catch me. Maybe one day, if this thing doesn't work, this YouTube thing doesn't work and I have to get a job, I'm gonna make sure that every money goes into a portfolio where I can invest. So I'm still not gonna rely on no fucking 9 to 5. Like, I don't know how people wake up and they think they have a stable job. I don't understand how you think that shit is stable, bitch. You are a day off away from being homeless. You are a day off away from being fucking in the streets. You are something, the next job, away from being in the streets. You are the next pandemic from being in the streets. Like, how can you go to work every day and feel safe? I would not feel safe at all. In fact, my father works a job, you know. Yes, he has savings, whatever. But I don't know. Sometimes when he talks about it doesn't talk about his job, but he receives messages with his colleagues, and I'm like, every fucking day, and I'm like, how can you? I feel anxiety just by him working. Like, I'm like, how can someone be so committed for all these decades? For what? For a paycheck? When you can put that paycheck and invest and makes more money, and invest in a small business, invest in some fucking shit and make money work for you. Because some of you have money sitting at the bank and they are losing value, instead of putting in a portfolio and investing this motherfucking money so they grow for you without you doing nothing. And it's for and you wonder why people don't do this, because they don't know, and because if they know, they are too afraid, they don't have any savings. I'm telling you, I've done my research, okay? And it says the majority, the 85, I think 80%, 85% of people on this planet don't have any savings. The majority of y'all telling other people to get a job, to get a real job, and to be realistic, don't have any savings. That's why the more I read statistics, and the more I realize I cannot take these idiots seriously. And for sure, I cannot take my father seriously. Sorry, father, but I cannot take seriously someone that is so committed to a job for the plus 30 years and to get nothing in return. I never got it, and I'm gonna make sure I never work no fucking 9 to 5 because I just cannot, and my body, my mind cannot handle it. I'm telling you, I cannot do that shit. So yeah, this is the reason why I cannot work a job. Like I don't feel safety. I need safety in my life. Okay, safety doesn't come from a job. Unfortunately, safety comes from investing money into assets. Okay, I cannot drive every fucking day, whatever the job is, just to get a paycheck, and I have to work every fucking day, every day of the week for the month just to get a little crumbles. I have to put so much effort to get nothing. That's why the more effort you put into stuff, the less you get. Things should flow easily. I always say that things should flow easily. I'm telling you, if you're working at a job right now, stop overworking. Start doing nothing at that motherfucking job, okay? People that do nothing at their job always get paid more, and they always get rewarded more. And then there is the idiot that does everything and they get nothing. I swear to God, I bet there is someone in this motherfucking video that is watching that knows that they be doing everything, and there is that fucking person at their job that doesn't do nothing and they always there. Try to be friends with the boss. Try to be friends with the manager, okay? The manager. Like, don't stay at the close-minded that you hate the boss so much, you hate the manager so much because they are in a better position than you. When you put yourself in the position, like, nobody forces you, okay? Remember that you have choices. My voice is going. I just woke up, y'all. You have choices every day. I know that you think you don't have choices, but you actually have. Anyways, yeah. See ya. Listen, in the description there is my Patreon and my Amazon wishlist. Yes, I created an Amazon wishlist. So if someone want to gift me something, I appreciate that. I just choose the best thing. If you click on the Amazon list, you can see the things that I choose. I have a good fucking taste in it, and I like expensive stuff. Send a kiss.